Hello there, Sorry from 17 once again. This is a balls deep of Apocalypse. So this was a game from when I was much younger on the PlayStation 1, and you got to play as Bruce Willis, and I used to love me some Bruce Willis, so I was definitely down for this one. It is kind of a twin-stick shooter on a console that didn't have twin sticks at the time. So instead of using a second analog to aim where Bruce fires, you press triangle for forward, square for left, circle for right, so on and so forth. The game's loading something now, because I didn't press anything quick enough, my bad. But let's jump into it. Difficulties to choose, easy, normal and hard. We'll not mess with that, these games are quite tough on their own. Sound. That is Bruce Willis as well. They got the voice for him, so this must have been before he turned into a massive bell end and got so far up his own ass he's like a self-suppository. But we'll forget that. New game. Let's do this. This is 15 frames per second right now. I don't think that's the actual horseman there, but whatever. Never beat this game. I remember getting stuck on the final boss, or what I thought was the final boss, with a buddy of mine. We were there forever. Just couldn't do it. Okay. Paradise Island Prison Facility.
Wake up, convict! You're on!
Petition 992B, Kincaid Trey. You have persisted in the dangerous ways of the sciences in direct violation of the 12 recommendations of the Reverend. How would you plead?
I'm gonna stick my foot so far up your
Guilty! I sentence you to death. May the Lord have mercy on your soul. Amen.
It's like they took Bruce Willis clips from all his movies and just played them over this game.
Boy, you're gonna have some bad dreams tonight.
That technology. Back when Bruce Willis had hair. I know, you're probably thinking, what? Bruce Willis had hair? He did, yeah. You were just too young.
Welcome to paradise.
Oh, I love how they advertised this with the fact that they modelled his face into it and everything. And at the time, this was the heights of technology. Uh-oh. D-pad only. That's unfortunate. So, I need to turn it down a little bit. There we go. Oh, this brings back some crazy memories, this. I used to love this game. This is a cool game. And it looks pretty good, all considered. It's running at 30 frames per second, which I don't know why that is. But you do not control camera. You have a roll, which is R1. Jump, sorry. And then you have L1 is crouch. L2 is nothing, R2 is... So if you press crouch while moving, you'll do a roll, which is kind of cool. And then one of them is a smart bomb, but I don't know if I have it. But this has got destructible environments, all kinds of cool, fun stuff. But I remember the first bit being pretty tricky because it's hard to see the lasers. There you go. I love the pixelized blood. You know, like the little balls, just squares of blood falling off them. Really interesting. Interesting aesthetic. Because like, you might watch this and think, well, this kind of looks like shit. And I could understand you thinking that. Definitely. But, like, to me, for some weird reason, I find this more attractive than that Shinobi game I just played. Just because this has all the nostalgia to it. Like, it must be the way that people feel about pixelated games, you know, when you play stuff like on the Mega Drive and the SNES and everything, and it's got a special place in people's hearts, which is why they like stuff like Shovel Knight and everything. It must be how they feel. I feel like that over polygons, it's weird. Even though polygons, I think, have aged considerably worse There's some HP there. Damn! Oh my god, Bruce Willis dropping all these awesome lines. Best game ever. So this is one of the weapons you can get. This is a particle beam. Very powerful, but you'll notice this isn't unlimited like the machine gun. So the blue bar on my right is this weapon, but look how powerful it is compared to the machine gun. It's like 2 hits and these dudes are dead. Crazy. So now we've got some changing perspectives. But I like interesting games like this. We don't get games like this anymore. Can you imagine a twin-stick shooter where you play as Bruce Willis fighting a post-apocalyptic 4 horsemen? You'd laugh at me, but it exists. You're watching it right now. And a buddy of mine had it, and I used to go to his house, and we used to play it together. And he had it chipped on PlayStation 1, because I didn't have a PlayStation 1, but I had tons of friends who did. So I ended up playing a lot of it through those people, and he was one of those who was lucky enough to have an uncle that knew how to chip and had a big list of games and stuff. And this was just one of them he picked up. I have no idea why. I don't know how he knew it existed. I don't know where he heard of it. But back then, you couldn't get magazines. Magazines were expensive and you didn't have any money, you know? There was barely any magazines to begin with. That was if your shop even sold them. So you didn't really know about games. You didn't know too much about what was out there, what was available, and your choices were so limited because your currency was limited. You couldn't just, you know, get, unless you were rich and you got like money off your parents and stuff, because pocket money back then was probably pretty rare, and if it was modest. It was no fucking ridiculousness or anything. So games were that thing that you wanted, but you had no real outlet or way of knowing what you wanted. Like, the idea of getting to look at games covers was the most exciting prospect ever. So I'm assuming if I step in the light, it's gonna... Oh, it just hurts you straight up? Damn. Interesting choice. Damn, it hurts a lot as well. Look at that. That's punishing as all hell. Okay, so we go through nearly all of this without taking too many hits, and then we get bummed by lights.
Bring it on, baby.
Some HP there, though. Go on, you tell him, Bruce. But he ended up picking this one up, and we played it a lot, but we never beat it. He might have beat it. I hope he beat it, but I didn't, because I had an N64. You see, I didn't have a PlayStation, so I was too busy playing Zelda and shit. And do I do. Oh, nice change of perspective and the new laser. Flamethrower. Here we go. So, a game that this reminds me of that you might be familiar with is a game called Loaded. Loaded is a very similar kind of concept, and it gives you the idea that there was more of these kind of games than there probably were. But there was a sequel to Loaded called Reloaded, and I think I'm going to cover both of those in a Balls Deep format, because I used to love me some Loaded, and I wonder how it's aged. Because it's a genre that doesn't exist anymore, really. The closest you're going to get to this is fucking Geometry Wars, or something like that. How half-assed is that line? Did you hear what he said just then? Are they lasers? Do I have to jump over these? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Yeah, like, I think they're lasers, and I think lasers are obviously bad, but they don't display very well visually to tell you that they're really bad. I should have let him run into it. Maybe that was the tutorial. Yeah, there's... Do you notice how you can see where Bruce's shadow is, though? Oh, they're alarms, okay. Not to worry. I'll take alarms. You play this game to kill things, you don't play this game to be stealthy. I love how schlocky and sci-fi and stupid this is. I'm probably going to play this on stream. We're probably going to beat this on stream. It's just going to happen because I'm having a lot of fun right now. I didn't think I would. I thought I'd come back and be like, I hate this game now. Because that seems to be what happens in these Balls Deeps. I come back to games from my childhood and they remind me of how much games have changed and I can't go back. But I can definitely go back with this. This is fun. This is a cool game. And I've got that unfinished business with it too, which is a great motivator for me to want to kick its ass.
Oh, you want some too?
I love the sound of the gun. Here we go. Damn. Feel good. Oh my god, it's so cheesy. I love it. Bruce, where have you been all my life? I wonder if I could map the buttons to the right analog and use the right analog as this twin stick shooter, as it probably should be. Because the buttons are... I can do it because I played Smash TV, but it's still not my favourite. I think you can jump out of the area, which is a little scary. I love like the TV screens. It's totally like 12 Monkey slash Fifth Element, something like that. It's got a lot of the. Ooh, there's a new weapon that way. What's that? Rip Laser. You see the memes we could have with such names. Rip Laser. That was practically designed for Twitch, right? Oh shit! Is that instant death? Wow, that's a one-hit kill if you fall. Damn. You have to test. Oh, the checkpoint's pretty good. But do you notice how it says I've got a life? Yeah, life systems suck. Not a fan of that. Oh, I pressed A to jump. You see, that's the problem. There's so much fucking muscle memory. Nobody presses right bumper to jump anymore, video game. Unless you're playing Bumper Jumper Halo or something. Right. Here we go. What? Damn, I must have jumped off perspective. This has officially become the hardest game on the planet right now. Now you know why I never beat it. Come on, depth perception, don't fail me now. There we go. Yeah, this is one of the areas where the game's a little weaker, in my opinion. That over there looks like a smart bomb. I suppose I've got to make it... Oh, this locks on! That's what this weapon does. It's got a like a passive lock on. Anyway... I can't believe we just died so many times to a simple jump. Video games did not give a fuck back then. They was like, what's that? You didn't make the jump? Well, you're dead. We really are spoiled. That's one of the greatest parts about this series. You come back to these games and you remember what shit used to be like, and you breathe the biggest sigh of relief because it ain't like that anymore. Gotta kill him then. And they're like, come on boys, are you dead yet? No, you're not dead, I think.
Guys need a little more lead in their diet.
You think there was some health on there? Because last time some fell, didn't it? No. But you can get used to it because the shadow is really helpful for judging distance. It's well designed. Checkpoint. More of the little scrubbers. Some rip laser that locks on. It is interesting to see. Like nowadays, to see something like this, you'd probably have to go into the an indie game, something like that. Is that an extra life? Nice. I wonder how you get extra lives. Is there a score system or something? You delivered that so poorly, Bruce. You should feel sorry for the people who have to listen to it. I love the pixel blood. That looks awesome. It's such a simple effect. It looks really badass. God. Ooh, is that a rocket? Homing missile. Right. This has got to be good, right? Dude, this is best weapon ever. Become unstoppable. Good old Bruce Willis. Oh, whoa! That's crazy. We're not firing lead, Bruce. We're firing rockets. And they do incredible damage. Dude, the platforming is the scariest part of this game so far. It's also making the frame rate dip, which is preposterous. But that must be like an emulation thing, that, because there is no way in hell that my GTX 1070 cannot play this game. I don't know why the frame rate was so bad just then. This could be a boss. I hope it's a boss. I'd like to show a boss fight before I stop the session. But do you see what I mean when I say the green things? I think the green projectiles that this enemies fire, I don't think they're good enough at conveying where they are. I think it's easy to not really be able to tell. What's that? Pulse laser. So this is a boss then. Big tank. He's just chilling out over there with his flamethrower. I don't know what he's doing. I have not tried the triggers yet to use the smart bombs, but I think that's what below my HP is. You see how there's is that all this thing's gonna do, really? Oh no, there you go, he's got some missiles now.
Kill 'em all, let God through.
Couple of dudes behind it. Oh, here we go, he's moving forward.
Lock and load.
Let's get some. Ah, there's a radius on that. The bombs have a nice hit radius on them. I'm still hitting him though, right? Oh, I do not like that camera. We got him. That is entertainment. There you go, you heard it here first. Someone's still shooting us. Pew pew pew! Pew pew! I think the levels end and it does a little fanfare and everything, because I believe they give you passwords to get to the next level, maybe. Like they used to do on the Mega Drive. Oh, is that the bike? Yeah, that's the bike. Prison level completed. 75% kill. Save game. No, because I don't have a memory card.
Over there. That little tube looks safe.
The early CG. And you shall be like an outcast destined to wander underground. Level 2 sewers.
Oh!
Straight into it.
Melanie, you man.
Like hillbilly enemies. Like something out of The Hills Have Eyes. Love everything about it. But that was Apocalypse, guys. It is available on the PlayStation 1. I don't think there's any version of it on like PS3 emulation or whatever. But you can get it on an emulator on your PC if you want to check it out. I really liked this game as a kid, and I really like it as an adult. It's a cool twin-stick shooter without twin sticks, featuring Bruce Willis and some terrible delivery on lines. It's pretty great. Thank you for watching. You take care now.